This is every Republican's talking point about gay people, about trans people, about essentially anyone and everyone. But he's right in their party, right under their umbrella. Ooh, sometimes you need to clean out your house before you start criticizing other people. Man, I swear on everything. You cannot make this up. Like, even if somebody wanted to discredit the entire Republican Party just off of these continuous stories of these big mouth, damn near racist in every way possible, Republican politicians having some skeletons in their closet. You cannot create this, even if you wanted to. I mean, Candace Owens herself cannot construct a conspiracy theory as well as this reality that we're living. Like, sometimes reality is all you need. You don't need conspiracy, because trust me, people do crazy enough stuff, and that should keep you like juiced up, hyped up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Mark Robinson. I know very little of him. I've heard some of his crazy quotes and comments he's done a few years ago, and it almost just felt like it's the same Republican type tactic. That's what I like to call Trumpism, is scapegoat, minorities, black folks, marginalized people, trans people, like, use them as a punching bag because that's what your base wants to hear, and you don't have to talk about issues. You know what I'm saying? And oddly enough, when you dig into their closets, usually the big mouths, the loudest ones, that's like, these trans people are trying to trans your kids, and sometimes those are the ones you need to watch out for. And I've said it plenty of times on this show. It seems to be a cycle in this Republican Party that nobody seems to want to be pointing out. I don't know, but let's go ahead and hear Mr. Phil DeFranco talk about this story.
Let's talk about how the Mark Robinson situation got way worse this weekend. Because while we did a deep dive on just how horrible this guy was after he won his primary back in March, the shit that came out and how it came out is just wild. Which again is saying something, because to give you a very top level TLDR of what we talked about in the past, Robinson has a long history of making a wide range of incredibly disturbing comments, and doing so largely online. With this including a whole host of different anti-Semitic comments and Holocaust denialism, tons of outlandish conspiracy theories, and many other remarks disparaging women, trans and gay folks, Muslims, and other black people. But then we got this report,
and it's weird. I'm sorry to cut it off, but this is my channel, so just deal with it. It's crazy enough. Oddly enough, sometimes you just have to believe people on who they are. Sometimes they're not just saying these crazy things just because they want to get attention, and deep down inside, like, they don't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's people like that, but sometimes, just maybe, that's exactly who they are. I don't know.
From CNN, that while it is not unexpected, is just fucking insane. With it specifically being reported that the comments that we're going to be talking about were made between 2008 and 2012 on the porn website Nude Africa, which includes a message board. And there are a number of different details that CNN used to match the account to Robinson. First of all, the comments were made under the username Mini Soldier, which Robinson has frequently used for other online accounts. Then, of course, there's the fact that Robinson listed his full name as well as an email address that he's used on numerous websites across the internet for decades. With this including the commenting platform Discuss, where the same email was used to create an account that also had the username Mini Soldier and even featured a picture of Robinson himself. And notably,
okay, holy smokes, you have a problem, okay? Tell me you have a problem without telling me you have a problem. You have a profile picture of yourself on a porn website. Okay, like oddly enough, why? Why? You have to be fully committed into your addiction to have a profile with your real picture. Not a picture of a Pokemon, not a picture of like stars and galaxies and stuff, or, you know, some AI generated. You have yourself. And in your full name? What is going on? Tell me you have a problem without telling me you got a problem.
That account still appears to be up when we checked this morning. But then also, beyond that, many soldiers shared a ton of biographical details that were shared on Nude Africa that line up with Robinson's background. Like, for example, the time period during which he served in the military, the fact that his mother worked at a historically black college and university, the length of his marriage, and his place of residence being Greensboro, North Carolina. But then, as far as the comments themselves, there were a number of anti-Semitic posts in addition to the one in October 2010 where Robinson declared, totally unprovoked, that he was a black Nazi. Also, that same
a black Nazi. Holy, that is such a weird contradiction. Just title yourself a black Nazi. I'm just so confused with this. Like, look at this man. He is the last person to be trying to associate himself with any Nazi group. Brother, don't you know they would hang you too? Oh my God. It's something. It has to be something in the brain. I mean, I'm no therapist. I'm no, brain type of, but something has to be going on in here for you to what did Trump say? Full-throatedly, which is weird. to say it proud. I'm a Nazi and I'm proud. Like, man, oh man.
Same month, he used an anti-Semitic slur in another post, and in March of 2012, he posted that he would prefer the leadership of Hitler over the Obama administration, writing, wow, I'd take Hitler over any of the shit that's in Washington right now. October 2010 also seemed to be very busy for Robinson, who shared the take, slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring slavery back.
Who does that sound like? What other black folk, and I mean, I even stretch that statement, because black is, I guess, what other brown people said similar things like this? I mean, Kanye, maybe? Candace Owens, maybe? Candace Owens said slavery wasn't that bad. It was just a few slave owners just owned a few hundred people for a few couple of years, and they weren't even that rich. Oh man, I guarantee you, without a doubt, I guarantee you, I put my last dollar on it, Candace Owens would say the same thing. Or she I'm pretty sure she's already done said this. Without a shadow of a doubt, she would agree to that. Hey, I'll buy some of those niggas too. That's what she would say.
Would certainly buy a few. Additionally, he also criticized MLK Jr. and posted about Muslims using derogatory language and racist slurs. He also frequently used homophobic language. Additionally, you had CNN flagging several other disturbing posts, like one where, quote, Robinson graphically described his own sexual arousal as an adult from the memory of secretly peeping on women in public gym showers as a 14-year-old, adding that Robinson recounted the story as a memory he said he still fantasized about, as well as a post on a thread where
what? Oh my... This is every Republican's talking point about gay people, about trans people, about essentially anyone and everyone. But he's right in their party, right under their umbrella. Sometimes you need to clean out your house before you start criticizing other people. You better make sure your squad is pimp tight. Or are you going to have one of these?
Commenters were discussing a woman who claimed that she was raped by her taxi driver while intoxicated, and Robinson chimed in by saying, and the moral of this story, don't fuck a white bitch. Then there were also several posts that he made that appeared to directly contradict some of the extremist views that he has continually pushed regarding the LGBTQ plus community and abortion. Right, despite repeatedly railing against trans folks in public, CNN also found a post where Robinson said he enjoyed transgender porn, writing, "That's fucking hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in," and writing, "And yeah, I'm a perv too." Also in the
I swear, you cannot make this up. Like, I don't care. Steven Spielberg couldn't direct a movie this good. Like, he's hitting every single talking point: slavery, Jewish people, gay people, being a little pervert, being a grown pervert. Like, what else are we missing here? like you can't. Oh my God!
This abortion. Robinson has continually pushed for strict abortion bans and blamed women for being sluts. And this, even though he admitted to paying for his own wife to have an abortion in the 80s, which he said he regrets. But also on Nude.
I didn't know that. And he's, I'm pretty sure, pro-life and always demonizing people for having abortions. And this dude had his own. Wow, are you kidding me? Woo, talk about the party of family values and strong families. Woo, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
In Africa,
pretty sure
Robinson explicitly said he didn't care about celebrities having an abortion, adding, "I just want to see the sex tape." You know, with this, I'm kind of just touching on the highlights. I'll link to the full article down below, especially because very notably here, a few days after publishing this piece, the outlet reported that the posts in question had been removed from Nude Africa. Though there, they said it was unclear if Robinson or the platform itself took them down, and neither responded to requests for comment. But also, that's not where the story ends, because just one day after that expose was published, the Washington Post reported that it had obtained screenshots of now deleted posts made by Robinson on the same platform where he praised Hitler's book, Mein Kampf. Right, the same book that famously describes Jews as the eternal parasite. With Robinson offering up this take on a thread literally asking for book recommendations, writing, "Mein Kampf is a good read. It is very informative and not at all what I thought it would be. It's a real eye-opener." Beyond that, the Post also reported that Robinson wrote extensively and in graphic detail about having extramarital sex with his wife's sister. Now, with all that said, as far as how
holy smoke. Woo!
Robinson has responded, he and his representatives have repeatedly denied writing the posts. In fact, he actually denied the allegations before they even came out, posting a video vowing to stay in the race and claiming that the upcoming story was a lie leaked by his Democratic opponent.
Let me reassure you, the things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before.
Hold on, player. Hold on. You should not be using any word with trans in it. Okay? Like, there is hundreds of thousands of words in the English language. I can't even speak English. You need to find another word. You need to make sure speak Spanish, okay? Like, speak a different language, but don't be using the word trans, because this is not a good look for you.
Folks, this race right now, our opponents are desperate to shift the focus here from the substantive issues and focus on what you are concerned with to salacious tabloid trash. We cannot allow that to happen. And folks, we've seen this type of stuff in the past as well. Clarence Thomas famously once said he was the victim of a high-tech lynching. Well, it looks like Mark Robinson is too.
Okay. I don't think it's a good look to compare yourself to Clarence Thomas. Not a good look. I mean, there's plenty of folks you could have done that with. I mean, for your situation, probably not. Just, I don't know. So you're telling me that the opposing party, the Democratic Party, had set this up since 2012 and continued to set this up to 2018 and just constantly posting in hopes of you making it to where you're at and then using this against you. Well, why didn't they use this before you ran? So you could lose. I mean, wouldn't that kind of be a better strategy? I mean, I'm just saying, the Democratic Party couldn't plan anything. One, they're cowards, and they suck at following through on just about everything, except for what their corporate donors want them to follow up on. But when it comes to anything else that would help them win, they suck at it. They're a bunch of lukewarm cowards. But you're telling me they devised this plan since 2012? That's a stretch, brother. That's a stretch.
We'll say comparing yourself to Clarence Thomas is a choice, but you know, despite Robinson's blanket denial, this scandal has had a direct impact on his campaign. Over the weekend, Robinson announced in a statement that 4 of his top campaign staffers had resigned. This, including his top advisor, the campaign and deputy campaign managers, and his finance director. With one of those aides also telling Axios that 2 political directors and the director of operations had also resigned. You also had a local public radio station saying yesterday that it had confirmed that most of the campaign staff had quit, leaving Robinson with just 3 aides. But despite this mass exodus, the response among top Republican leaders, it's been mixed, right? Some have kind of been towing the line, saying that the reports are concerning, if true. Others have also defended Robinson, echoing his argument that this is all a fake smear campaign by his opponent. As far as how Trump and his team have responded, you had J.D. Vance giving the most non-answer I've ever seen in my life when pressed on the matter, saying, I don't not believe him. I don't believe him. I just think you have to let these things play out sometimes in the court of public opinion. Trump himself has steered clear of mention.
What does that mean? Really? Let this be any Democratic person, voter, or politician. Oh my God, he would be certain, without a shadow of his own doubt, that this person is a pervert, this person is a weirdo, this person, he's addicted to trans porn, so he wants to trans your kids so he can be. Oh no, but you do not believe him, but you don't believe him. You just kind of want to leave this up to man. Get out of here, bro.
Robinson, who he previously championed during a rally in North Carolina this weekend. Though notably, his campaign also said that they would not be pulling his endorsement of Robinson. But this also is on the other end of the spectrum. You have other Republicans arguing that, you know, he was behind in the polls before this happened. And they already didn't expect him to win, but now by staying in, they're worried that he risks hurting the party's chances in the upcoming election. With it also being reported that senior state legislative leaders have been urging Robinson to drop out over concerns that the fallout could cost them the supermajority in the General Assembly. And this is also some Republicans are worried that Robinson could drag Trump down in a key swing state that'll help determine the outcome of the election, and where polls currently show him neck and neck with Harris. Which, I mean, it was already kind of shocking to see North Carolina in play right now. But for now, you know, we're gonna have to wait to see how all this plays out.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's have this conversation. One, I want to know, or let's start off with this. All right, I think we need to be fair and kind of just balanced. All right. If you live your truths, if you live on business, 10 toes on that business, if anything like this was to come out, or if anything was to, you know, leak to the press or whatever, you have nothing to hide. That's your life. Like Pete Buttigieg. We all know he's gay. We all know he has a husband. So what are people gonna do? Oh my, I didn't know he was gay. I didn't know he had a husband. Well, like, he told people that, hey, this is my life. This is how I live it. Here's my husband. Simple. But when you start trying to, and not even really hiding things, because what you do at your home, at your crib, as long as it's not abusing other people, exploiting other people, or infringing on other people's freedoms and rights and choices, bro, do what you want. If you want to watch those kind of videos, do what you want. That's your prerogative, brother. If you want to be a freaky, then go ahead, do it. But one thing that makes you uncredible and makes you look silly and even more of a weirdo is that you pretend to go after those kind of people that you secretly are. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, I forget the whole list of names. I done a video talking about all these Republican, you know, candidates and all these people who want to, you know, start protests of gay people and trans people, and then they end up being that exact person that they're trying to tell Republican voters to stay away from. It's just a weird kind of cycle, baby. Like, what's going on? But if you live your truth and you stand on that truth, you ain't got nothing to hide. But my big question, all right, and we're going to end it on this. Where's Candace Owens with her conspiracies? Hold on. Let's take a look here. I am honestly, let's take a look here. Let's pull up Candace Owens. Let's take a look. Maybe she did, because I don't have her, her notification bell, so maybe I missed it. All right, Trump, make Trump great again. Got you. How the West destroyed. Okay, we got this weirdo. All right, got you. Why are women like this? The transgender debate. But where's this guy? Where's your homie at? Oh no, but let this be a Democrat. Oh man, she would have a field day with the conspiracies, right? I mean, it's just kind of weird. Let's see. Ben Shapiro. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ben, what you talking about, huh? Because this would be a top story, right? At least condemn it, be like, nah, we don't roll like that. I didn't know his life, but I don't support that. Okay, we got Locked In, got you. India's prime, okay. The biggest scandal in modern, a conversation with this idiot. I don't see anything, Ben. Why aren't we talking about this? How the American people can elect such a weirdo pervert like this? Oh, I know. I think I get it, right? Let's see. Matt Walsh. He's the what is a woman, huh? What is the woman with this weird thing he got going on here? All right, we're gonna mute that. We don't need to hear it. All right. Nope, that's not it. ESPN accidentally got you. I don't see it, Matt Walsh. What's going on? Wow, that's kind of weird how Republicans are silent about Mr. Mark, but then they want to do entire movies and shows and content that probably cost them thousands of dollars to produce. But when it's an actual person who's in a position of power who can kind of make some sort of policies that will only accentuate his freakiness, they're silent. They kind of quiet, ain't they? I don't know. That's kind of weird. Let this be Kamala Harris. Let this be Bernie Sanders, which would be hilarious. Okay, that would probably be a funnier story if it was AOC, Ilhan Omar, Jamal Bowman. Let it be somebody who's a Democrat, and I guarantee you, it will be days, hours of content non-stop from all these weirdos talking about how these people are trying to trans your kids and how they're just hooked on sex and porn and they're gonna get you, but they're quiet, and we know why, because they're cowards, they're opportunists, and they're liars, they're manipulators, and they're just disgusting human beings. Hateful. I mean, what other words can we use to describe people like that? But unfortunately, they got a lot of followers. They got a lot of brainless, brain broken type of followers that will just follow suit. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some conversations with some of these idiots in the comment section. But you know what? Bring it. If you want to defend your weirdo trans watching but then want to demonize trans, come on. But like always, if you think I'm wrong, if you think this is the new direction that the Republican Party is going to, because I don't know, they're all kind of weirdos behind closed doors, let me know. in the comments. And like always, let's have that conversation.